So, as a lot of you may know, Spider-Man Miles Morales just dropped on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. I, of course, pre-ordered this game digitally just to make sure I got it on time, and some extremely smart people decided to order theirs physically and didn't get it until days later. Joking, I bought Spider-Man PS4 in physical, calm down. So I quickly spammed the PS4 controller's buttons to try and finish this game before every other video essayist out there. Played this game in a matter of 2 days, and what did I think? Was it terrible? Was it mediocre? Was it amazing? It was spectacular.
Wow, Miles, the city. Wait, what's that? Is that a new Drifty film video? Let's go.
Insomniac just can't stop taking so many W's. Let's take a quick look at Insomniac's track record in the past couple years. 2018 released arguably one of the best superhero video games of all time. Dropped the trailer hyping everyone up front of the banger figures Spider-Man Miles Morales. It tells us we're getting a thousand suit and multiple other suits. Spider-Man PS4 Miles for the PS5. There's not only come with the suits and a remastered version of the game. We go together for free on Spider-Man PS5. Rip the Avengers game. Spider-Man Miles Morales has no filler sections and just goes right into the story to keep that around the 8-hour mark. And the characters, the missions, and the payoffs are enthralling. The game draws a ton of similarities with other Spider-Man media. This game is insanely inclusive. They have a deaf girl who has multiple cutscenes in the game and side missions. In the first game, we witnessed the events from the eyes of Peter Parker of Spider-Man, but in this game, we witnessed the events from a third-person perspective. We witnessed what Spider-Man means to people in a world with superheroes, and we witnessed the impact he has on others, and this makes the world feel so alive. This video is going to be a deep dive into this game, an analysis of a lot of the most meaningful characters in the game, and everything. So sit back, relax, pull out a fresh cup of coffee, and let's find out if this game is better than Spider-Man PS4 and why it's my favorite video game of all time. By the way, drop a sub. My content is brand new and fresh, and you can join me on my YouTuber journey. So if you enjoy my commentary or my editing or whatever you enjoy, or like my just pure like witty, then feel free to drop a sub, because I'm brand new to this kind of stuff, and you know, I want to take you on my YouTuber journey. This game focuses a lot on Miles' journey to become a hero. He starts off the game quite innocent, and it really shows that a lot, but over time in the game, he learns about betrayal and evil. The theme of this game seems to be betrayal. Miles witnesses his uncle lock him in a cage and sell him out, the man who we thought cared for him, and his best friend Finn attempt to kill everyone in Harlem. Miles is a genuinely good person in this game. He actually cares for the people he saves. It shows it all over this game. He helps a random guy in the opening to lift a sofa up into a van and helps a man find his cat, something you wouldn't expect a superhero to do. These small things littered in the game just help bring a whole new depth to the character, and he refuses to kill. He pleads with Finn to stop instead of just forcing her at first.
Roxxon needs to pay. Not like this.
This is the only way I can beat him. I need you to look the other way. Please.
I can't.
When Aaron Davis locks Miles away and tells him to not go and fight because he could die, he says he'd rather die than let others be harmed to save his own skin.
And I'm not gonna let people die just to save my skin. You underestimated me.
He actually cares for the people and doesn't just do it for fame. At the opening of the game, this man here says that the original Spider-Man is
Just my guy, you know?
but in the final act,
That guy?
he says that Miles is
He's our Spider-Man.
showing the progression of Miles from a boy to a hero. However, Miles is a more passive character in this game, a passive character being someone who the plot happens to them, but they do not move the plot along. So the events in the game do not happen because of Miles, but more they happen to Miles, and Miles has to fight with them. That doesn't necessarily make his character bad, although, as there is a reason why. The events in this game don't just happen, they are a result of one character, the character of Finn. Finn in this game is a much more active character. She moves the plot along in result of her actions. The entire third act happens because of Finn, and the whole bridge scene, most of the events happen in result of her doing. Finn is also a great villain because of her connection with Miles. The game wants us to not want her to turn bad. Who Finn is normally is just like Miles. She loves science and she lost her father figure, so becomes a character to fight for him. Miles loves science. Miles lost his father figure and fights for people just like his father. But when Finn is the Tinkerer, she is the complete antithesis of Miles, the complete opposite. When she is just a normal person, when she is just Finn, she is just like Miles, but when she is the Tinkerer, she's the opposite. She has abandoned any moral code and is willing to kill to get what she wants.
Go to hell.
She's willing to take the chance of sacrificing millions of lives just to get to her end goal. She is Miles if he left his moral code. And you know why it's so shocking to see her do this? Because we see Finn as a normal person. We see Finn as a Miles character. We see Miles and Finn at the science fair, and we see them at home and together. Both Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man PS4 and Finn are friends of our protagonists, and both become evil versions of our protagonists gradually as the story progresses. We get a scene where we see Finn and Miles walking together before Finn is evil, and we also see on the other side of the room Dr. Octopus and Peter Parker before Dr. Octopus is evil. We see the two friends walking together, not knowing that the other is going to turn on them. We actually meet Miles' family, and we can walk around his house, explore everything, and it just feels so real. The interactions with his family are great. Miles' mom starts off the story not wanting Miles to go near any action. There are scenes where she tells him this, but towards the end in the amazing final act, which we'll get into later, she finds out he's Spider-Man and she reluctantly lets him fight. But she's still worried. Unlike Aunt May in Far From Home, she actually worries for him. But do you know what character I truly loved in this game? Aaron frickin' Davis.
Get out of here, young blood! I throw yourself at enemies you can't beat. Know who else did that?
Don't say his name!
First of all, that suit, oh my god, I tweeted about this suit. Follow my Twitter right now, like actually go press that button. And this idiot, again, said, it's alright, shut up. No one cares. But enough about the suit, back to his character. In this game, Aaron genuinely wants to be a part of Miles' life, and you can see that he had issues with the family, and that he truly does care for Miles. He even locks him away just to protect him, as he doesn't want to see him die like his brother did.
Throw yourself at enemies you can't beat. Know who else did that?
Aaron bonds with Miles in some amazing scenes, but betrays Miles by selling him out, yet tries to reason with Roxanne to let Miles go. Aaron truly cares, and I love his relationship with Miles, with the innocent Miles confused as to why his family doesn't like Aaron, but sees him as just an uncle, so bonds with him. And when he saves everyone in the third act, it brought me chills. And oh yes, it's time to get to that juicy third act. The final act of this game genuinely had me shook. There were multiple payoffs to multiple stories set up throughout the game: the Finn payoff, the Prowler payoff, and even the Roxanne and Miles and his mother payoff. There is so much tension and suspense in this scene. Miles' friends and family are in the middle of this massive war zone, lost. We see how Miles can no longer communicate with them, and then he finally finds them. But a soldier stands up. He aims his gun at the family we've been watching interact so lovingly throughout this story, and then the freaking Prowler comes, baby! Let's go! Aaron, who believes he isn't loved by Miles' family, believes he doesn't belong, saves people with them. Hashtag stand the Prowler. We then find Finn, and Miles tries to tell her that the reactor is going to explode and vaporize all of Harlem, but she doesn't listen. And Finn takes the chance of killing millions, just for revenge for one man. The writers use the device of a time limit. Every minute we are told it's growing, and we don't have much time left, which brings a ton of tension to the scene, and we think we have to fight quicker. Miles doesn't have much time to convince Finn that what she's doing is wrong. Finn attempts to kill Miles, doing exactly what she's been fighting to take revenge for.
Don't make me kill you! You can't win! Why do you keep fighting?
Because I'm Spider-Man.
But when an almost final hit of the reactor explodes, Finn realizes what she's doing, and that she's gonna take all of these lives. Finn realizes how far gone she is, and how she has become the very thing she tried to stop.
This shouldn't be happening!
I can stop it!
Miles goes down to stop the exploder himself before everyone is about to die, and Finn realizes that what is happening to Miles is exactly what happened to her brother, Rick Mason, who is set up before throughout the whole game as the reason she is fighting against Roxanne, the very thing she was fighting against. She was causing because of her reactor. She was becoming Roxanne.
Get them far away. I can't hold this in much longer.
And then she sacrifices herself to save everyone. Miles pleads with her. He says he can't kill her, but she says it's okay.
Let go.
And she's gone. Finn saved everyone. We then get this scene that is straight out of Spider-Man 2, and I love it. Everyone sees Miles with no mask, yet they refuse to give his identity to the reporters around and let his identity live on as the hero that saved everyone, our Spider-Man.
We like
my favorite Spider-Man movie and why. I'm still a fan of the Tobey Maguire movies, although Holland is killing it. But Tobey's my sort of original, my OG cinema Spider-Man. And but then I'd skip to Tom Holland. And I will be honest with you, as much as I love Andrew Garfield as an actor, I have not seen either of those movies. I will probably see them eventually, but I have not seen them yet. But he is a terrifically phenomenal, talented actor. 3 opinions on the new game. I have not played it yet, believe it or not. I don't have a copy, and I haven't gotten a PS5 yet, and I want to play it on the PS5. So my opinions are all based on having worked on, as you can tell from now, the beginning and the end, basically. So, and then of course the training stuff in between. Opinions on the new game, it's probably awesome. It's probably awesome. So, thank you so much for reaching out. Keep making videos. And, trust in Drifty Film, bro, because he's got it. That's terrible. Why did I even do that? That's the worst. You can keep that, or you can, that's just for you and me.